I feel like a big misconception about journalism and writing is that it's supposed to be this fancy intellectual thing when really it's about, for, minoritized communities, like access to vital information, like awareness and consciousness raising, deconditioning a lot of the things that we've internalized, community building. It's so much bigger than just like the style and the formality. And a lot of times when you get mentorship or guidance or teaching from these sort of like colonial institutions, they focus on the very surface level things. And it's like, that's not the value of writing for my community. It's about access to information that we need to survive.
Journalism, at its core, is not just viable information for minority groups, but for people who live in rural parts of the country where otherwise they don't have access to this kind of technology that we have in certain parts of the country, or they won't get any alerts unless there's a local PBS station or NPR station, right? And so all of these things that are happening right now, the dismantling of NPR's funding, public broadcasting funding, the attempts to cancel comedians who speak critically and their late night talk shows, the desire to try to only have people focus on Fox News and not focus on other news outlets and not letting them be included in certain briefings, the banning of books, right? Like all these things is meant to fester ignorance.
Yeah.
And ignorance, you can be ignorant about something, right? But that's not what makes you a bigot, right? Ignorance simply means you do not know, you were misinformed, right? But the moment you know better, and the moment you are taught, right? And you continue to engage in that kind of behavior, that's when it goes from ignorance to bigotry. Because when you know better, to quote the great Maya Angelou, one of my favorite storytellers, you do better.
You do better.
Right? So then that is why what's happening right now is so scary in our country, because it is a direct attempt to disconnect us from each other, to allow for misinformation and disinformation to run rampant.
That's a big one.
Right? Because they know that an uninformed individual is an individual that is more susceptible to being manipulated, right? They're thinking that because of the color of their skin, they are innately better than this other human being across from them. And therefore, that person can be dehumanized if that means he gets to be empowered.